Virgos, welcome back to my channel and welcome all my new Virgos in the building. Let's see what the next 48 hours has in store. Any information you need to book a reading will be in the description. And make sure you like the video, subscribe if you do resonate with my messages. Let's jump straight into it. So we do have the Four of Cups representing the personal theme for this time frame. We have the Page of Swords representing your love life. We have the Seven of Wands representing career and finance. We have the Seven of Swords for advice. We have the Two of Wands when it comes to what needs your focus. Possible challenge is the Chariot. And outcome, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. This is a very introspective time period. And I think that the next 48 hours is about your willingness to be cunning, your willingness to be strategic and follow through with certain plans that you may have. Okay, just overall looking at the cards that we have, I'm also picking up this energy of needing to weed out distractions, weed out things that don't align with you or that cause you to get sidestepped when it comes to your goal and your journey. All right, so let's pull an advice card. What's the advice card for my Virgos? Advice card for my Virgos. So we have slow down. Advice card for my Virgos. And we have I am focused on key tasks. So of course, in pure Virgo fashion, we're talking about organization, we're talking about time management, of course. And you guys just had the full moon in your zodiac sign. So it's not as heavy or potent because the full moon has passed, of course. But this is definitely the time where you guys are going to be taking inventory of everything around you. And just starting off with the oracle cards that we have here, Spirit's encouraging you during the next 48 hours to not put so much pressure on yourself to meet certain deadlines that either are more so set by, yourself, or putting certain pressures on yourself to meet certain demands without really putting the proper structure behind your ideas or plans, okay? And in pure Virgo fashion, it's essential for you to get down to the nitty-gritty and kind of make sense of what needs to be handled. So for example, you could be a Virgo who's relocating. This is making sure that you slow down, don't stress yourself out when it comes to the process of moving, and take the baby steps. Take the small steps and create a checklist of things that you may need to get done so that you can get them done. Okay, same thing if you're a business owner. Spirit's encouraging you to slow down when it comes to expecting instantaneous results for, maybe overworking yourself. And Spirit's saying focus on the key points, the key responsibilities during this time frame, okay? Now, going deeper into the reading, the first card's going to represent the personal theme, and with the Four of Cups showing up, that four energy is the energy of growing. And we're dealing with emotions since we are talking about cups. We're talking about feelings, opportunities. So during this time frame, you could be outgrowing certain opportunities and feeling like you deserve more. It's essential, though, with this Four of Cups that you don't get lost in focusing on what isn't necessarily all the way together, or getting lost in the emotional aspect of where you want to be, and instead of taking the opportunity that the universe is trying to offer you, especially with the cloud offering the cup. Okay, that definitely means that something is brewing here in terms of opportunity. So Virgos, that's one thing I'm saying. Also with this Four of Cups energy, you could be also outgrowing certain emotional connections, finding that you don't maybe resonate with certain individuals like you used to before, or like your energy is just kind of being pulled back by you being distasted, or not distasted, that's not a word, feeling like the way someone's handling an issue between you two is distasteful. And that could be something that's making you feel this way. But going into love specifically, let's get into it. We have the Page of Swords. So you could be developing an interest for a new love interest here for my single Virgos. There could be this question for my Virgos who have an established connection with someone, but maybe it's not serious yet. There could be this question around whether or not you guys are going to get serious. And you could be asking this question or wondering even where your partner's head is at, or vice versa. I'm also getting the sense that some of my Virgos are not in communication with a love interest, and they could be checking your social media. You could be checking their social media, okay? Or there's just these strong desires to kind of communicate. You could even almost pick up on their energy almost. Now, what I see in terms of career and finance, I do have the Seven of Wands. So we're dealing with the 7 energy, which represents results. And we're talking about wands, which is ambitions, actions, desires. So you could be looking at the results of where you're at career-wise and wanting more for yourself. You're willing to push the limit. You're willing to stay focused on whatever goal that you have in mind. And yes, you may not be exactly where you want to be, but make sure that you don't get caught up in the introspective aspect instead of the action aspect. Especially with that 4 of Cups that we talked about earlier. But yes, you guys are definitely going to be beating the odds. If you've been going through any financial issues, the next 48 hours, if you are focused, determining your action, you're going to be seeing some sort of results from that hard work. Now, what I see for advice, I do have the 7 of Swords, and this goes into what I was saying in the beginning of the reading, being tactful, being smart about the way that you move so that you avoid certain mishaps or issues is going to be the key thing, especially when it comes to certain distractions, people, situations here that just could be a little bit shady. This also watching your thoughts, okay? Again, we're dealing with that 7 energy, and this is the energy of results. So usually when we're looking at the results of something, we're in a reflective mode. And the advice here is to be in a space of reflection and reworking some things that maybe you've been avoiding addressing on more of a deeper level. In terms of your thoughts, how you truly think or feel about certain things here. It's interesting. Anywho, getting deeper, I also have the 2 of Wands representing what needs your focus. So what energy you're putting into, how do I want to say this? What needs your focus is what energy or actions you're putting into certain things. When we're dealing with the 2 of Wands, it's like you have 2 options here, or 2 ways of moving or taking action on something. And you can keep going about things the way that you've been going about it, or take a different route. And what may be needing your focus is you taking maybe a different route on handling things, especially if you want to see different results, is basically what this card is trying to say. There's also maximizing on opportunities for a lot of you. If you are getting somewhere with a creative endeavor, this is finding ways to take it even further. That's more of what I'm seeing with this energy. But what to avoid or possible challenge, I do have the Chariot. And with the Chariot, this is like misdirection, or running away from some sort of revelation that you could have. Because when the Chariot comes, this is you having that like revelation that, okay, I need to go for it. I need to do this. I need to do that. So what you need to avoid, or not what you need to avoid, what may be the challenge is the fact that you are having these revelations of what needs to happen and what you need to do. And it's like acting on it. And being in the space of being like full-fledged like, I'm going to make this happen. So an example of this could be you saying, you know what, I really want to get a car, because the Chariot does sometimes. With this energy of having a goal, it's making sure that you're staying aligned. And the challenge could be having, like I said in the beginning, those little distractions that want to throw you off because you're on the brink of major success. So this is just being aware of that and staying tunnel vision. Now, outcome, I do have the 7 of Pentacles. Again, we got another 7. We have 3 7s in this reading, which is speaking to looking at the results of all manifestations or areas in your life here, okay? Needing to go into a space of review about, you know, the way you perceive things sometimes, or communication with certain individuals, actions that we're taking, what we're striving for, goals, our resources. By the end of this 48 hours, the outcome being here, the 7 of Pentacles, you could be reviewing your financial situation or your material foundation, like where you're at in terms of what you've built for yourself. And this is going to make you guys, like I said, readjust maybe your focus or goals. And this is going to help you guys achieve great success in the end. You could also